What a glorious day for a fadge. All your questions are about to be answered. Kinda. This first question's a little old, but it comes from, Anna 6? I don't know how to pronounce these things. How do you stop listening to Christmas music in November? Well, if you're gonna stop listening to something, you gotta stop hearing it. So, why not clean your ears so hard just until you hear blood? I think that's a marvelous way to blot out the holiday season. Adrian asks, how do I get aliens to beam me up? As a kid, I always dreamed of getting abducted by aliens, so I would say don't do any of the things that I did because it didn't fucking work. I used to shine flashlights out my bedroom window at night when I was a kid, and I'd like wrap tinfoil around the end of it, so I don't know why, really. I thought that tinfoil, it was kind of metallic, so it was kind of science-y. Maybe that would help the light somehow. Needless to say, science is working against me. I don't know exactly what I thought might happen if I shone a light into the sky. Oh, hey, I'm gonna signal some aliens. Like, nobody's ever shone a light into the sky before. Like light has never gone up. It's only come down until this point. I was breaking barriers. What would you do if you were a ghost? Asks Love Cat. I think the better question is, what the fuck wouldn't I do if I was a ghost? I would do all of the things that you think ghosts would do, and then more things that you'd be surprised to find out that a ghost did. I'd probably try my best to avoid alerting people because they're just gonna call the Ghostbusters. I'll peel the labels off of every single thing in your cupboard. How pissed off would you be to open up your cupboard to get a can of something or other and you don't know what anything is? That's spooky. Maybe only to me, though. I guess I would haunt. That's the major thing I think that people would do if they were a ghost, is haunt things. I'd probably try and haunt like a 3-bedroom apartment or something and then just leave passive-aggressive notes laying around to make all the roommates fight. Nobody ever talks about ghosts doing that. If I was a ghost, how would I know I was a ghost? Why wouldn't I just go about my day, living my life as if I was a regular-ass human being? It's pretty much the way I live now. A fucking ghost in the breeze. When I wear track pants outside, I'm treated very much so like a ghost. Nobody wants to look at me, and everybody pretends I'm not there. Kaya Kitty asks, How do I be a firefighter? I work in a fire station, I want to be a firefighter. If you're already working in a fire station, you're a firefighter. Anybody who can operate a bucket of water can be a firefighter. How do I survive high school? Asks JD. I don't know what they're doing in high school now that they aren't doing when I was in high school, but there wasn't really much to surviving it, really. I didn't encounter anything that wanted to murder me. There was never any grizzly bears or lions loose in the school, so I don't know what people are having such a hard time about school, the not surviving it. Keep your head down, enjoy your lunch period, and then go home and sleep. If you see a big white flash, get under your desk and duck for cover. Don't fall in with the rough crowd, as my mom would say. The rough crowd when my mom was in high school were the people who walked around wearing leather coats and snapping their fingers, and then they greased their hair back and just snap in unison as they walked. I'm emo trash, help, says Sarah Christian. Well, if you trash, take yourself out. It's not really a question. It's more of a cry for help. And I'd like to think that I did something today that was good for Sarah Christian. One of my best friends just started dating a guy I like. What do I do? Asks several ducks. I would say, mind your own business. Shit. If this person is really your friend, you won't come between them and their happiness. Just sit around and wait for them to break up, because they probably will. Then it's your turn. Sloppy seconds, I believe they call it, but sloppy seconds is still better than disgusting thirds. How do you let someone know you like them without fucking up? Asks Divvy I would say write them a note, and on that note, write, I like you. Is this cool with you? And then yes or no, little check marks that they can check off, because what's more straightforward than a yes or no answer? It's pretty hard to fuck up a yes or no answer. You could do that, or you could just use your words and tell them that you like them by saying, hey, I don't know how you feel about this, but I wouldn't mind going out and doing something with you sometime. And just pray to God. Why do parents react like a dick when they catch you doing something weird? Probably because your parents themselves did all kinds of weird shit when they were alone, and they just hope that they had raised somebody who knew better than to do all the weird stuff that they did. Parents probably like to pretend that they don't see you doing the weird stuff, so that's why they act so weird about it. So every time they walk in the room, it's like, oh, well, hey, how you doing? Oh boy, that's your penis. Everything's natural here. Oh boy. Why are vaginas not called birthing craters, asks Caitlin Jarviar. Look, here's the thing about the word birthing crater. Birthing crater means birthing crater. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about what you could be talking about if you're talking about a birthing crater. People who don't know what vaginas are know what birthing craters are. Because when they were naming parts of the body, they wanted you to go, oh, vagina? Well, what's that? It sounds so mysterious. I've never heard of such a thing. After you've heard the word, they didn't want you to go, ah! So I hope that some of my advice today permeated your soul, and it was something you could take home and really treasure and think about late at night when you've got things on your mind and you think, birthing crater, oh, well, he's kind of right about that, and everything feels better. And just remember, you're not alone. When everybody was 4, they wanted to be a firefighter too. So if you have any questions you want to ask me for the next fadge, go ahead and leave them in a comment below, or do it on my Facebook and Twitter. I do a video every Tuesday, Friday, and also Sunday. There's a podcast that comes out every Wednesday, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. The phrase vag seems so violent and just thrust out there, you know? We gotta think of something better. We gotta think of something so much better.